Yeah. Alrighty. Let's just get started. Let me move this over so I can see the chat. Give me one sec. There we go. Make sure it looks okay on here. Yes, it does. Hell yeah. No, you shush. You should go up. Alrighty. Oh no. Seems like we're out of ginger. Oh no. Ah. Oh, Hyde. Look at you looking like Kiryu almost with that color scheme. Mr. Hyde, welcome.
Hello, Veronica.
It's nice to see you again. How are you?
Oh, well, I'm just here. How about you? You seem a little preoccupied.
Right. Sorry about that. I just learned we're out of ginger.
Oh?
I made a mistake on the weekly order sheet. And the remaining roots I have are no longer fit for consumption.
Tut tut. Sounds like a rookie mistake, Veronica.
I know. I'm ashamed. Our storage system is having problems because of recent power surges. Alas, I'll stock up the farmer's market tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan. You're really busy as usual, I see.
Don't I know it? Yes, well, nothing wrong with a slow day or two from time to time. Although it's been quite a week, if I may say so myself.
Oh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm listening.
Pardon?
You're weak. Tell me all about it.
Whoa, since when did the roles reverse? Oh, I'm not even sure where to start.
Try anywhere. After all, there's no way for me to correct an unheard story, am I right?
Right. Well, the most notable problem recently would be the severe thunderstorms. Sometimes they cause our powers to short out, which messes with the machines. So in case it happens again, my apologies.
I see. Warning duly noted.
There's also been this ongoing car vandalism in the neighborhood. Apparently there's a serial deflator of tires on the loose. I'm glad we stopped at that last day, because now we're getting like a rewind of what happened. That's good. Officer Georgie was the one who informed me about it. We've also got a lot of new customers. And I think that's about it.
Sounds eventful, even if not terribly rooting. Now, regarding the car vandalism you spoke about... Well, I drove here. To what extent should I be concerned about it?
I wish I could inform you with confidence. Unfortunately, I don't know much about it, so...
I can answer that. There's nothing to worry about. Your car's gonna be fine.
Officer Georgie, welcome.
Hey, Veronica. I managed to track and narrow down the Vandal's strike zone, you see. Because the culprit seems to have a favorite spot.
Really?
Yep, and it's nowhere near here.
Miss Riona told me that her car was affected as well, by the way.
That's so. If she comes back, can you ask her where she parked?
Will do.
Appreciate it. Anyway, my investigation's still ongoing, but I'd say this area is pretty safe.
You forgot your lighter. I need to give you that.
You can relax. I see. Anyway, good evening. Good evening, y'all. Sorry for blocking the entryway earlier. I was finishing up my last cigarette.
Ah, that's why the door was open, but you didn't come in.
Because it's time to start a new one. Do you mind? Not at all.
Mr. Hyde, meet Officer Georgie. Oh, that's right. These two haven't met. He's in charge of the night patrols around here.
Cheers.
Officer Georgie, meet Mr. Hyde. Our occasional guest from Los Angeles. A friend of Mr. Gala.
Ah, the big hospital guy? Very same. Well, I guess I've seen you around a bunch. Oh, Los Angelino, huh? Not for much longer, though.
Oh?
I'm in the process of finalizing my move back here at my modeling agency.
It's wonderful news.
You lived here before? Mm-hmm. For about 40 years. When did you move to LA, then? Around 20 years ago. Right. Huh. Let's just say I'm nowhere near as young as I look. Ooh. Models, vampires, gotcha. Then as a native Seattleite, let me be the first to welcome you back. We got smog and dark skies. But at least our coffee's second to none. Right, Veronica?
You know it. But I'll let you be the judge of that.
Thanks for the warm welcome.
Have you moved in already, or...?
Not yet. Preparations still need to be made at the property I've chosen.
Okay. Last I recall, you and Gala were getting kinky with some fuzzy cuffs. Maybe that was just my imagination?
I wouldn't even think of packing until it's halfway done.
Yeah, can't say I blame you there. Makes sense.
That being said, I'll be here to oversee the construction for a while. If you ever need help, let me know. Can't do much by myself, but I can find a few guys who can. Although it won't be necessary, I appreciate the gesture. It's funny.
What is?
Quite frankly, the police force and I had something of a contentious relationship in the past.
Oh.
Was it a slap on the wrist and let's call it a day type of thing, or the catch you, catch me kind? All I can say is, live long enough, you'll try everything. Those are bygone years, of course. Are you sure?
So, does anyone want something to drink?
Of course, naturally. After you. Well, a public servant should put the citizens first. So after you. How idealistic. But I insist. After all, I'm still considering my options.
Ah, well then in that case, no milk. Remember that. What's it gonna be, officer?
And just give me something nice, Veronica.
Are you alright?
Not that great, honestly.
What happened?
Never mind that for now. I got a question for you. Did you by any chance see a lighter lying around?
Oh, yes, I did. I have it with me.
Whew, that's a relief. Okay, Veronica, listen carefully. I need you to take this very, very seriously.
Okay.
I'll need that lighter back, okay?
Okay.
I mean it. I need it back. The streak of bad luck won't end.
Pardon?
Just talking to myself.
Okay, yeah, I understand.
Appreciate it.
Would you like anything to drink?
Just black coffee for me, please, but lightly sweetened.
Alrighty, so I'm thinking we'll just put black coffee with a bit of honey. It's still bitter. Let's try cinnamon? No. Yes, I guess the honey will do it.
Yeah.
Do. And then we get us a lighter in the drawer. Ooh, that looks good. Alright, and then this is for you.
Finally. Hello, old friend. Thanks, Veronica. I suppose I owe you an explanation. I told you before, right? This lighter's my lucky charm. When it goes missing, my luck gets really dicey. Almost got hit by a falling fan at work.
Oh my god.
Broke the missus's favorite mug. Nearly swerved my car into the sidewalk because a black cat jumped into my lane.
Oh my god.
A black cat! Not even a raccoon! I swear I'm not making this up. If that wasn't a sign, I don't know what is. And, well, daughter's still mad at me, too.
Well, yeah, that one's a given at this moment.
Anyway, glad to have this back. Thanks for keeping it safe for me, Veronica.
Oh yeah, you're very welcome. Here's your sweet coffee to sweeten your evening, by the way.
Cheers, Veronica. That really hits the spot.
I'm glad to hear that. As for you, Hyde? You ready to make your order?
Not quite. Do you have any suggestions?
We have a couple of new teas if you're interested.
Oh.
The O's. There's so many O's in this one. They're butterfly pea and hibiscus flowers.
Hibiscus, huh? Not an ingredient that's easily palatable when used in a hot beverage. Perfect. Make me something with it.
Are you sure? We are missing some ingredients tonight. Do you have any specifics in mind?
I'll let you choose for me. Just make it red, and who knows? Maybe it could be my new blood wine.
Blue wine?
It's a fake blood cocktail I used to get here, back when it was still a bar.
Mm-hmm. Right, I see.
Make me a bold red drink. I'd like to see what you can come up with.
You got it. He mentioned... We'll try it like this. try 2 cinnamons.
Nope.
I genuinely don't know. There's only 4 other combinations it could be. Yeah, so milk cinnamon and milk honey are no good. I don't want it having any milk. This one seems pretty unique. Damn. I want to go in blind if I can help it. I feel like lemon would ruin it.
He's like, this isn't gonna take all night, is it?
Let's try this. Son of a bitch, I think I already did this.
I don't want milk being an option.
Did I try it like this before?
I might need to restart the day altogether. This sucks. Yeah. It's my last chance.
This is the best I can do tonight. It's peculiar enough. It's tart, astringent. I was looking forward to it. Ah. Damn it. So, he doesn't like tart. Let me see. Opposite of tart. We'll go from there. We might need to put 2 of the hibiscus to make it bitter. It depends what the condition is when we put in hibiscus. Ah, yeah, that's right. Okay. Anyway. Whoosh. Alright, real quick, I want to check these out real quick. Mutant Vampire, CP. Oh, and then Alyssa, I imagine, is his agent. And Rachel. Aquarius. There's Georgie with his kids. June 1st. Lua. I love the flowers. Okay.
He's like, do you mind not staring at your phone? That would be very much appreciated.
January 12th. Lucas playing basketball, it's cute. Riona. She's so pretty. God, she is so pretty. I love her so much. Amanda. She's cute. And there's Silver. Okay. Stories? I'm so excited for this secret project. You'll see. Good night. Sleep tight.
Currently hooked on this mecha tactic game. The mechanic is very interesting and inspiring. Mr. M. Lloyd Fayweather, are you available, like, this Sunday?
I feel like it's finally the right time in my career to either write a book or challenge a professional boxer. I was in a vegan restaurant and a woman said that she knew me, which is weird because I've never met her before. Well done. Very well done. Very well played. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we'll go back to the menu. Alright, so we can't have anything sweet for him. Needs to be bitter. I do like that they've since put more decorations in the background of the area, how it's like modernized so you can distinguish which game it is even further. Because some characters here, like Georgie, they don't look like they've changed all that much. So what is this one? War of Mind. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna add that to my my one list. So Coffee Talk, War of Mind. Oh! Looks like Bear's been playing this too. Da-da-da. Alright, so I'm gonna check the Toge channel. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna add this to my Drive Home Music playlist. Which cover is that? The brown one there. Let me see. Never fade away. I'm probably making the face. Thank you to you all. Pardon my words. Self-reflection. Feeling better the way I see. I think I liked self-reflection. I thought that was a good one. So let me save that to my Drive Home Music. Learn from mistakes, 24 hours rainfall, and then some spoiler ones. Okay, I guess I'll have to wait for it then. It isn't uploaded yet. Oh well. I'll have to remember that one. Yes, and you want bitter, bitter, sweet. Who moved your letter? I didn't put that there. This one is No Looking Back. Alrighty. Alright, let's go for bitter. Because the thing is, do hibiscus. Yeah, cinnamon's too sweet. Lemon is bitter. Mint is bitter, but that didn't work. So I'm thinking we'll just... Did I do it in the right order? Hibiscus, lemon, mint? Let's try it that way. Oh, we got a follower. Who is it? Hey, I'm Mitch on. How are ya? Let's brew this one, see what happens. I'm trying to find like a bitter thing for his blood wine. Son of a bitch, this ain't it. Okay. Let's see. So let's do hibiscus, and some lemon. See if that works any good. Hey, Ethereal, how are ya? Oh, sounds good. Damn it, this isn't working either. Because he mentioned a drink by name, and it's bold. Yeah, I don't want it being sweet under any circumstances. Let's try like this. I think the lemon changes the color too. I've already done the hibiscus one like that. I genuinely don't know. I'll try this. This seems extremely bitter. Damn it! I'm gonna have to redo this again without that I'm sucking at this. No. Coffee Talk Part 2. Blood wine. Bold. That doesn't pull anything up, son of a bitch. I'm gonna try not to... Yeah, here we go. Oh, so they sort them by name. Okay. I'm not looking for anybody else. I just specifically want Hyde right now. Oh. It's not possible. Because I don't have the ginger. That makes sense. Alright. In that case, we'll just try to make it as bitter as we can for now. Yeah, so it's scripted that we get that wrong. Okay. And he's like, oh, I'll keep that in mind. No, you fucking didn't. You didn't keep that in mind for jack shit. So, what we're trying to do is, he's specifically asking for, a very, like, bold red drink that's reminiscent of blood wine, or blood wine, which is one that he used to drink back when this place was a bar. But the problem with that is, I don't have any ginger right now. It's since expired, and because I don't have the proper means of storing the ginger in the refrigeration because of all these storms and power outages, I'm shit out of luck. I'm gonna have to go to the farmer's market tomorrow. So, he wants this drink, but I literally cannot serve it to him because I don't have the means of doing that. Whatever it is he's looking for, I can't make it. Something red. So this is a drink you thought I might like. Honestly, I'm not entirely confident, but this is the best I can do tonight. Looks peculiar enough. How is it? It's tart. How is that one tart? Ugh. Astringent. Do you like it? You tell me. And I was looking forward to it. I hate this feeling. Why is this enforced? Hey, that's not what you expected. Well, you did what I asked, so no need for apologies. Next time, you could try making me something that doesn't taste like hay juice. Fuck off! You can fuck right off, Hyde. I don't care. It needs some boldness. It needs that boom shakalaka. Something that can leave a mark in me. Oh, you're into the kinky shit, aren't you? There's only one hibiscus drink that I have enjoyed. I'm curious to see if you can come close. I will try my best next time. Welcome. Someone's getting some notifications. Oh! Hey, Lucas, how are you?
Hey, kid.
There. Damn. Oh, dang. Hello, Veronica. Pops, nice to see you again. What's up? What's going on?
What's going on with you?
Me? Oh, well, nothing. Nothing much. You know what? Let me move over there. I love that everyone's sliding over. It's cute. There we go. This is canonically Ryuji. Sorry about earlier. I was preoccupied. No problem. Is everything alright?
Yeah, of course. I'm always alright. Always. You don't sound like you're always alright. You look really, really distressed. Because I'm a very lucky dude. Speaking of luck, did the lady ever come back?
Miss Riona? Yes, she did. So, Aime-chan, you were new to this, so you didn't see it, but we had this girl who's a banshee named Riona come in, who's a singer. But when she tried getting some publicity for her singing career as a soprano, unfortunately her appearance had scared everybody off, in addition to how she sounds. So she was kind of talking with this guy Lucas that day when they were all here together. But the problem is, he's trying to, like, convince her to do this, that, and the other to try and gain, like, the attention, the following, and all that stuff. She's trying to see past it. But he's being sincere and trying to be apologetic and make amends by actually helping her rather than just saying he's going to help her. Or just giving her advice that won't help. She's since changed her appearance a bit because of her job. So maybe she'll have a better chance with this music video now. But as it stands, we don't know where this is going to take us.
Really? Did you manage to give her my stuff?
I did. I gave her your written contact info. Because I gave Galo the fidget spinner that he initially came up with the idea to write on. Because he's like, I don't have a proper business card. I just have a fidget spinner. People like fidget spinners, right? And it's like, no. You need to take this seriously. She's having a pissy day. I don't think you want that.
Okay, cool. She didn't throw it away, did she?
As far as I know, I don't think so.
Great. You trying to reach the soprano, lass? That's right, Pops. I still feel uneasy about how that day went. So I just want to apologize to her or something, you know? Okay. So I guess I just have to wait for her to contact me, huh?
I think so, yeah.
But what if she doesn't contact me? What should I do? Then that's that. That's her choice. Yeah, you're so right, Pops. Didn't think of you as someone who'd have trouble reaching out to people like this. I know, right? It is what it is. Okay then, I'll wait. Any hoodle, it's nice to see you again, Pops. Likewise, kid. Hello to you too, sir? Hyde. It's Hyde. Wait, so you're really that Hyde? The supermodel Hyde? Big shot, eh? Oh man, oh boy, I never thought I'd randomly see you in a place like this. No offense, Steve Veronica. None taken. I follow your socials, man. Big fan. I especially love the Timeless series you did for Boundless. That's an old one.
Boundless?
It was a lifestyle magazine, no longer in print. Because everything is online these days.
What was that series about?
It was a photo series I modeled for. A bit of an avant-garde shoot. They were originally set to be displayed in a time travel-themed showcase. Alas, the exhibition fell through. So, they were rethemed and put in magazines instead. Yeah, those are awesome. I liked how the series showed peak fashion through the times, yet the designs were so contemporary. Timeless, even. Pun intended.
I'd love to see that.
Wait, let me show you a couple pics from it.
Yo! Huh. I didn't know he wore glasses. That looks great there, colorless or not. Oh, wow. You looked amazing, Mr. Hyde.
Still do. Of course. It was so cool, it inspired me to find my own style, too. I'm partial to the 80s inspired look myself. Really? I can't tell. It's my jacket collection. God, it helped. I did enjoy experiencing some of those times again, even if only in garment form. Even if I was left with a melancholy feeling. But I digress.
Would you like to order anything?
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, by the way, is pure matcha supposed to make you feel woozy? Pardon? I tried drinking some before lunch a couple days ago. I felt a tad nauseous.
Did you have breakfast?
Nope.
It's really strong tea, so it still shouldn't be consumed on an empty stomach.
That was the main takeaway from our conversation, wasn't it? Duly noted. Thanks.
Then, can I get a pumpkin latte? Sorry, we don't have that here.
Aw, for real? You know, you don't need pumpkin to make it, right?
Oh, I've heard that before.
Yep, but I have an open mind. I just don't want anything plain tonight.
How about making me something based off a pumpkin latte with what you have? So that'd be... If memory serves, he can't have coffee. So this is narrowing it down a bit. We can't have coffee, we can't have green tea. We can have... We have some options now. So let's do tea, milk, and cinnamon. Shia Dandy, that's different. Yeah, that's not quite right. God, this was a while ago. Let me try Coffee Talk Gingerbread Latte. Let me see what it is. Oh, you need ginger for that. Son of a bitch. Fucking hell. I don't know. Let's try this. But I remember him saying he can't have coffee. Okay. Cinnamon latte it is. Alrighty, let's make something nice. I don't know. I never know what to make for the latte art. It just kind of happen. This is a good song too. It's ooh, you know what? I got one. It's kind of looking like a watermelon right now, but this is my attempt at a pumpkin. It's not doing so great. Yeah. There you go. It's pumpkin now. There you go. Do we have any items to give him? Do I need to? No. Alright, serve it. A cinnamon latte, warm and sweet. Just for you. Sounds good. Good call on the cinnamon. It is the star spice of the fall season, after all. Oh, yeah, you're right. Like pumpkin lattes. The warmth cheers me right up. Thanks, Veronica. Didn't mention it. Good review. What's that say? Hang on. It's the most recent. Good review. Give Lucas all the correct drinks. Hell yeah.
So what's the matter? Huh? Why do you need cheering up, kid?
Oh, about that. It's just the usual work stuff.
A few disagreements here and there, you know? Any working team will eventually have them once or twice, right?
Right.
What do you do?
I'm a vlogger slash influencer.
Ah.
I review a lot of lifestyle things like fashion, plates, or places, food, etc. on the social media. Well, cat faces sound fun. I would have loved a cat face. Sometimes I do skits and such on my channels too.
Oh, and pranks also? No, Pops. No way. Not anymore. Real talk though, I actually hate pranks. I didn't say it before, but I hate them. A lot. That's so. I just think they're the lowest form of entertainment. Just cheap thrills at the expense of others. Right. But yeah, getting off topic here, sorry. So, you're essentially the creator and host of your show? What does your team do?
My team helps me edit, secure sponsors, and massively boost the production quality. They're great. I owe them lots.
Do you think they're doing well? Or do you think you're doing well? My apologies.
Yeah, I think so. We get by pretty well.
I currently reside in LA.
For real? I did too before I moved here. Why'd you move?
Why I moved? It's expensive.
I mean, 'cause I hated it there. Not to crap on where you live, sir. I just think LA is not for me.
No offense taken.
Why'd you hate it there?
It's a long story. It's stupid. Trust me, you don't want to hear it. Anyway, sorry for the tangent. You were saying? I've been noticing an influx of newcomers there. They're loud, young, and brazen. Just like you. Yeah? The fact that you're able to make something of yourself out of such mundane nonsense, I'd say you're doing pretty well. So, what's the issue? Well, I've talked about my channel situation here before, right? Yeah, you said your views were dwindling. Calling it dwindling might be a bit overkill, but yeah. That's why my team and I are trying to figure out what to do. Trying to keep the show fresh, you know? Truthfully, though, I've been watching the change in the show's direction for a while now. I even promised myself last year. Once I got a certain number of viewers, I was just going to do it. Was? Well, I've always wanted to do a talent showcase segment, you know? And so I could help elevate others like me. Others like you? Yeah. Like the soprano lady from before. Like those dwarf actors and actresses in TV shows. We all actually kind of have something in common. Do you know what it is? I'll make this easier for you. Think about satyrs, for example. Veronica, when you hear about us, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Stereotyping. Don't think too hard now. Just say anything off the top of your head. How about you, Pops? Sir? Probably partying, recklessness, alcoholism, or a joke, right? Is that what you think? Nope, but that's what most of society thinks. In the same way society views Lady Riona as a bad luck personified. All just because she happens to be a banshee. Besides, society is awful at judging people. The immediate trust they have for those who have money, compared to those who had to start from zero. You know what I mean? I get it, you know? Etiquette, social cues and awareness, that sort of thing. What nurtures you when you're growing up reflects these things. What's this one? This sounds nice. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm adding this to my playlist. Okay. That's what most people like to assume anyways. And like, I get it. Nobody has any time to learn about everybody. I gotta move the... I gotta switch back to you guys so I can see what you're saying. Alright, yeah, you mentioned on you rest up. So we go by impressions. But as someone who started from zero and now, the difference on how people treat me is so damn stark. So damn stark that it doesn't feel all that great, you know? Of course. So yeah, I wanted to carve a space for my work. A place where I could give exposure to those who might not get it otherwise. Then once again, I ask you, what is the issue? My team thinks my segment idea is too risky. Don't fix what's not broken, they said. They just want me to improve what I've been doing. They're telling him not to take risks in favor of the success. Well, the way I see it, when it comes to content creation, if they don't like you for trying something new, then they didn't like you at all. They just liked what you did rather than who you are. And I think being true to yourself is far more important than just doing something. Because, like, you don't see me making, like, I don't know. I don't do my boss all the time. Hell, I did such a tangent of a fan fiction the one time where it was, like, almost 80 chapters of just one ship because I had so many ideas for it, and I just went for it. And I mean, you know, it's not my most successful work, but I did well with it, and I enjoyed it. And I got some fans from it, and I met some of my closest friends because of it, so I don't see anything wrong with just taking a risk. And you agree? I mean, they're not wrong. The risk is real. After all, I'm not responsible only for myself. I've got a whole team depending on me now. That is true. That's why I'm trying to find a compromise. At least until we become so big that any slight changes won't affect us as much. Will the world wait for you, though, I wonder? Huh? Will the world wait for you to be ready? Have you ever asked yourself that? You see, making choices is always a matter of priority. As you grow, your stake increases along with your responsibilities. As such, your excuses will continue to pile up. But, given the pace at which you're going right now, I see your idealistic dream is unlikely to be realized. However, If it's enough for you to just have good intentions, well, that's another story.
Yeah, that's the thing. When Hyde was giving advice to Lua in the first game, it was just stark, harsh criticism. But now he's like, I do think you can do it. If your heart's in the right place, I think you'll be able to do it.
Well, a little blunt, aren't we? Am I wrong, though? It is a perspective. You know, one of many. I admit, I don't know much about the entertainment biz, but you've gotten this far, boy. Because all along, you've been motivated by that specific goal in mind. Ain't that right? Yeah. That's why I wouldn't dismiss his intent so easily. Well, you're probably just a bit lost right now. Do you think I should have been gentler then? Nah, I needed the whipping. Those words were hard to swallow, but I needed to hear them. Good. You okay? Uh-huh. Well, there's a lot I need to think about. So, I should go. Nice seeing you, Pops. And thanks for your advice, sir. Veronica, thank you too.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
Hang in there. Yeah, y'all too. See you around.
Okay. I'm gonna let Matt know I'm doing this. Stream if you wanna swing by. Matt might be busy today, but I told him that I'd be around because I'm not doing much today.
Well, I've stayed too long already, so I better go do my work now.
He said well properly, and then he says whelp. I don't...
I'm mad. Don't want to get my paid dog, you see? Nice meeting you, Hyde. We'll see each other more often soon, I'm sure. Hopefully nothing work-related. Have a good night, officer. You too, Veronica.
Oh yeah, be safe out there, officer.
Will do. Until next time.
And then there was one.
I suppose I should leave as well. I'll be back before long, though.
Please do.
Hmm?
Is there something wrong?
Looks like the officer forgot his lighter again.
God damn it! It seems our officer accidentally drops it again. It exudes an interesting feel.
Swing and a miss. Oh, what a curse.
Oh no, you're right. I'll keep it for him, thank you.
Alright then. Have a good evening yourself, Veronica.
Safe trip out there, Mr. Hyde. Shayadeni, sweet spicy chai latte from the town of Aden, Yemen. September 24th, 2023. What's the condition of that moon? I can't see it. Alright, that's waxing, but it's almost full. We are all friends. Meet all of the main characters. Okay. Lionfish invasion decrease. A successful trial. Countries to block foreign entry amidst unknown livestock bacterial infection. Inu Mimi and werewolves may share common ancestry, archaeologists say. Oh, so there's Neko Mimi, which are the cat ones, and now there's Inu Mimi. Looks like bad weather again tonight. Let's hope it doesn't bring bad tidings.
I don't know. I think it's a very nice color scheme.
Well, I think it's lacking something. Alright, I'll leave you two to talk about whatever is going on there. I'm just going to click through my notifications here because I'm getting sick and tired of looking at them. Let's see. Oh, so you have to give 3 proper drinks. In friendlies, or that. In friendlies. Our boy Friendlies here hasn't had any drinks yet. Okay. Yeah, so Lucas is best friend now. Now we gotta be close friends too. Okay. On a short break to refresh and wreak havoc on return, post your recs on my channel or my sub at LucasON. Gala! Oh, he's got a kitty! Look at his picture. He's a war veteran, by the way.
What war? The war. I don't know.
Bad traffic at Yale Street. Avoid. Thanks for heads up, honey.
I could really use a good cup of tea right now.
Want your chai dandy? You want your ginger tea or your ginger coffee? Like how to make your time. Oh, I see. This is bound to top. I have tons to think about every day, like how to make your timeline more fun. It's sometimes scary how so many things come into factor as you make a decision. It shouldn't be that hard, right? Give a kiss. That's cute. You know where to find us. I can't reply. I don't have a proper in-game account. Put my heart on your charm bracelet. Wear it on your sleeve. So anytime, anywhere, you can always count on my heartbeat. Unlock my phone with your fingertips. Leave your fingerprints on mine. Hit my power button off. Keep me away from the world. Just the two of us. Remind me to press the enter key twice. To put some space in my poem. So you can have enough room to dance between my words. I love that. We don't need a grand ballroom for our chests to collide. You said, my kitchen is big enough to let Beethoven fill the room with For Elise, the melody he composed for Lady Therese. So Therese can play his feelings simply by still prettily. Like your nightgown fluttering as we spin. Like your upside-down frown as we let our touching skin speak of our innocence. You can keep your glass slippers to yourself. There's no need for a fairy godmother in our story. You don't have to leave after 12. We'll dance barefoot on my kitchen tiles. Or on the grass of your childhood park if you want to. Like Ed Sheeran, our own perfect. We'll catch our breaths on the park bench when you're too tired. I had a feeling they were talking about Ed. Rest your head on my lap. Run my fingers through your hair. Let them pick that strawberry scent. Then down to your blushing cheek to paint your nickname. Strawberry hair. But only if you let me do all that. If you don't, I'd settle with your strawberry taste in my memory. I'll keep it in my breast pocket, so if you ever leave, I know which jacket I should stop wearing. So strawberry can still taste like a sweet thing for me. But let's not think about either of us leaving, shall we? Whatever will happen, right now you are my strawberry taste. My one and only race, where my ego doesn't mind losing. Right now you are forever my safe place. You can have my promise that I will always be your safe place. I did say that to many girls before, so it's an empty shack. But you can try to reside there. And if you like it, you can stay. You already got the key anyway, even before I gave it to you. If you like it, if you like me, ask me to make it your retirement home. If you do, I'll build you a pier, so you can rest your ship ashore, with a lighthouse, so I can light your way, in case you want to set sail again. That being said, Strawberry Hair, I'm hoping you've had enough sails already, and are finally ready to settle in. This is so cute. It's too dainty.
Dainty. What would you like then? Red, black, and purple?
That wouldn't be the worst.
This is just Joker and JoJo. Okay, then why not? For those of you who don't know, Joker and JoJo are the Jays, as we call them, who are also friends, who are like part of the Roadrunners, which is our Let's Play channel. Joker is very much a DC fanatic, hence the name, and then JoJo is his partner, who her name is Joelle, hence JoJo. And the two of them have been together for at least 12 years, I think 13. And they recently got engaged, and she most recently got her proper engagement ring. Speaking of which, I got to put my rings on. I forgot to after I did dishes. But yeah, it's mostly just a planning process, and the two of them are having trouble like discerning exactly what they want. They have a rough idea of doing like just a masquerade that's like silver and blue, and it sounds like a cute idea, but they're constantly like coming up with new ideas for wedding themes, so it's hard to know for sure what it is they're going for. But you know, I'm happy to go to that wedding, whatever may happen, you know. So I'm sure whatever they do, it's going to be great. But these two are currently at it right now. But you have to commit to it. No takebacks this time.
I don't know. Maybe. Let's take a break from the topic. I only have time for a quick drink before I go back to work. It's not like we're going to decide now, anyway.
Maybe that's the problem. How are we supposed to plan this wedding if we keep postponing every choice we need to make? Hey, Veronica, what do you think?
Pale green, lilac, and daffodil yellow, or red, black, and purple? You can tell that they're both, like, based on their own preferences because of, like, their heritage or whatever, their culture. I would put... tell you what. Everything but black. Do everything but black. Because black's not really a good wedding color. Well, at least not for my tastes. Like, if you have, like, a goth wedding, go for it, but I just don't think it's for me. Babe, don't put Veronica on the spot. No, it's quite alright. It's just that I wouldn't know. This is your wedding. Your opinions matter, not mine. Trouble is, we don't know what our opinions are. Yeah, And when we think we do, we change our mind. That sounds exactly like Matt. It's like the centerpieces. Oh, please, can we not talk about that now? I really thought we agreed on the cute cottagecore ones. Oh, cottagecore. I love cottagecore. The ones you spotted on Tomodachi. I mean, they were your pick in the first place. They were, but they were also too expensive. We have to be realistic. But weddings in general are expensive. Especially when you want to have 200 guests. That's a low blow. I can't just disinvite my extended family. The key word is extended. That's right. So, his family disowned him in the previous game, where it's like, you know, he's not going to live forever. And I can't imagine they approve of this relationship because they said some pretty fucked up things about her. So, it seems to me that most, if not all, of the guests are friends and her family, not his family. Do you even know half these people? That's not the issue. If I invite one of them, I have to invite them all. It's like a domino effect. Yeah, we have that issue where it's like you can't have certain people staying together on my dad's side of the family. Besides, they'll be paying for part of the wedding. I still don't think they should. I can pull my weight. If we have to choose, I'd rather we have the beautiful things you like. Even if it means we have fewer guests. Well, if my family's not chipping in, we might not be able to afford either. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I don't want our wedding to just be a random meal with a bunch of people who we're not even that close to. And I said I'll make sure we can afford a dream wedding. Or die trying. I don't want you to... Saved by the bell. Can I get you two anything? That's work. I really can't linger. I think I'll have that drink now, Veronica. Of course. What can I get you? He's looking away. Something that'll keep me awake. I still have work to do and my head hurts. So I guess strong coffee will be good. And with a nice spicy kick, please. Any preference on the spicy kick? No, any strong coffee with a spice will do. Let's try this. Let's do it. And JK Tubrek for the lady. Oh, an old goodie. Perfect. I can feel myself relaxing already. What? You're weird. That thing doesn't smell relaxing to me at all. You're weird. I guess we're both weird. That's how Matt and I are in arguments. Where we just disagree on something for a bit, and then we just start laughing. That we are. Oh, hey, Hyde. My lovely weirdo. My perfect misfit. You're so cute. God, they're so cute. This is so much better. It really is. Have I mentioned I love your smile? I just hear. Never enough. Ugh, disgusting. I'm going to need something really spicy to wash this down. And I'd love to serve it to you, Hyde. If Bailey's doesn't want to order first, that is. Hyde, sorry, I didn't hear you come in. Yeah, I know. You were too busy doing whatever you were just doing. Yeah, I don't think he's in it for relationships. I don't think he's in it for love. Hey, Hyde. Go ahead. Get yourself a drink. I can wait. I'll stick here for a while anyway until Lua properly gets off work. Alright then.
Did you hear me, Veronica? Spicy is the name of the game.
Domination's the name of the game. Any preference on the spice or base?
Nope, just make sure it's got a spicy kick or something, and double it.
Alrighty. Hibiscus, ginger ginger.
Zobo.
I felt up for the challenge, so try this. Blood-ish red. If you don't like hibiscus in this, you never will.
Let's see if you crack the hide code.
Well?
This is kind of troublesome, Veronica. You know me a little too well.
Yeah, it's not as if I looked it up on the internet or anything. What gave you that idea? So I take it this works for you.
It's a perfectly executed Zobo if I ever tasted one. Glad to see you made good use of your ginger resupply.
You know it. So you knew I couldn't get it right last time.
Forgive an old man and his old jokes. Anyhow, this is the only acceptable way to drink hibiscus. I used to have a friend in Lagos who made me Zobo like this. Every time I visited. She lived near the harbor. We would sit down, drink it, and watch the boats float by.
Oh. If memory serves, Hyde was the one who had to go through the divorce.
That sounds lovely. She was a good friend.
She isn't anymore?
When you've got vampires' lifespan, friends come and go.
I'm just thinking of my lord now. That's sad.
You get used to it.
Isn't this where you say something about enjoying each moment even more? Or grief being the price you pay for love?
I'm afraid it's a lot more mundane than that. Some things you forget, and for others you just get better at moving on. Anyway, speaking of enjoying the moment, your family troubles have sorted themselves out, yes? Still on the marriage track? Yeah, we are.
We definitely are.
Not getting too bored?
Not really. It turns out planning a wedding is, well, busy. Suitably entertaining.
That's one way of putting it. Can't wait to be at the marriage stage of it, to be honest.
Do you sound any less enthusiastic?
Hey! Here they go again. Good to see that some things don't change. It's such a dramatic backdrop, too. You should start serving popcorn, Veronica.
I'd be more enthusiastic if we didn't fight about it every single time. No, I'm not engaging with this right now. I've got to do work anyway.
Right. And I'm going to have a drink.
Bye, Veronica. Bye, Hyde.
See ya. I'm on my hot Bailey. I'll get back to you. Why do I insist on big bites of apples? Ugh.
What can I make you, Mr. Bailey's?
I think something warm, sweet, and comforting, please.
Hot chocolate, perhaps?
Yes, chocolate with honey and milk could work.
Alrighty. Chocolate milk. There we go. Chocolate milk for you.
Perfect. This feels so good, Frank.
Surely you mean taste.
It means a lot that you're always looking out for all of us. On a miserable night like this, it's heartwarming.
Of course, you're valued customers.
I hope Lua didn't get too soaked.
Also, that hand gesture is new.
You do care a lot about her. Of course I do. And why all the fighting?
You tell me. Like I said, it's probably just a difference in how you grew up, your heritage, and all that stuff.
This wedding is bringing out the worst in us.
Well, here's the thing. There's two things I want to make a point of. The first thing, the bad thing. The bad thing is you're far more likely to get into a divorce because of how expensive weddings are. But the good thing is, I get the feeling that if you really love your partner, if you really, truly, genuinely care deeply for them, something like planning a wedding will go far more smoothly. Because if you can handle this, you would be able to handle anything. That's my thought. Mind you, Matt and I are probably just going to do a private wedding at a church and just not, like, invite anybody and just have it be in the books rather than be some big fancy thing. But that's because we both like saving money. We're frugal like that. That's just how we are. Where I do spendthrift stuff at the beginning of my pay week and then I tighten up and then Matt gets paid and then he is a little bit pricey, buy some, tangent kind of stuff, and then he bundles up and the cycle repeats. Yeah, but we have plans to, like, live with friends. So once we get that nest, it should be a lot easier. I'm not too worried about it. Since we sorted out the situation with my family.
You mean since you cut them off?
Yeah, since I stopped talking to their judgmental faces. Yeah, damn right, they're fucking racist. Get rid of them. Dump their asses. Drop them. If they're toxic and they're gonna talk shit about your girl, then drop them.
Lou and I haven't thought about anything until now. Every time we try to organize this thing, it's like we become different people.
Why do I do this to myself? I might need, like, the freaking weighing screen at this point.
Let me ask you something.
Oh, go ahead.
What do you want from this wedding?
How do you mean? His hands are far bigger than I thought they would be. It's not complicated. I thought that these would be like Leaf's hands. I mean, they are his leaves, but he's got a different leaf.
It's not complicated. I'm just asking what you want. If you close your eyes and picture the day, what do you see?
Don't pull that shit of how clearly do you see this apple. Fuck you with that. I don't ever see anything. The daydreams just happen and then I visualize them, but they're just not physically there. But they're in here, and that's all that matters. In terms of my future, the only thing I've ever imagined was, a ginger tabby on an awning. And, lo and behold, that was my cat, Sammy, so.
Honestly, I have no clue.
Because that's the thing, as someone with ADHD, it's a lot harder for me to focus on, like, what's ahead of me and what's in the future, because I'm so present rather than thinking ahead or going, like, above and beyond to make things better for myself, because it's not just that I can't see the future and there's just no possible way, it's just planning is just not one of my strong suits unless it's something I'm into, like, really passionate about. So when it comes to planning, like, a fan fiction, I can go all out, but if I'm not interested in it, I'm gonna drop it. But thankfully I've been lucky lately and I've been getting a lot of, like, things finished rather than starting a bunch of things and not getting anything done. Now, work, on the other hand, work is a whole other story, because work has sucked. That's why we go to games like this, to feel better about work.
I have no clue. I know Lou is there, but that's about it. It's not a bad start, in truth. But if you don't have specific expectations, why don't you just let her do what she wants?
Well, then he won't have any say. And then where's the fun in that? It wouldn't be his wedding anymore, it'd be just her wedding, not their wedding. I get what he's saying, but...
You make it sound so easy. I want her to have what she wants. That's exactly what I've been trying to achieve. I've been picking up on everything she's liking on Tomodachi. Every wedding picture she's pinning online, all the places she finds cool, and all the fashion designers she follows.
That's the thing, though. Those are just likes. People can look at anything. They don't need to buy them. And the other thing is, you can like something and not have it be what you're looking for. So, like, sapphires are not my jam. And I was looking at this one ring that was like an engagement ring, basically. Or like a promise ring, at the very least. And it was just like this little oval cut kind of sapphire with one pearl on each side in like a sterling silver ring. And it's very cute. But would I wear it? No. But it's nice. I liked it on Etsy. It just doesn't mean I would buy it. It just means I saw this, took an interest in it, moving on. You can't do a freaking search history kind of like, wedding. That's not how it works. You can't be like SpongeBob buying all that shit for Pearl. That's just not how it works. She deserves to have all that, to have a special thing. She does, but what about you? What do you want? What do you want, Matt? But every time I make a suggestion, she won't hear of it. Yeah, I admit to having that problem. I feel bad saying this, but Matt recently said that he wanted to get, like, the RTC haircut that he had, which is just a buzz cut, basically. And I just don't know how he would look with that, and I'm nervous, is the thing. I don't want to force him into just doing whatever I want, because I think he looks good, but I don't know. Style's not his priority, I think is the best way to phrase it. He prefers function. Function over form. And I kind of want to try to find the happy medium when I do it. So, like, I want to cut my hair like Kisa from Fruits Basket, because I've had that style before. People like it. I like it. And I think it would look great, especially in the summer. But, because the thing is, when my hair is this long, I don't know what to do with it. It's not practical. So, I'm planning on cutting it eventually, but just lately I'm just not thinking about it. Yeah, so it is important to hear your partner out, not just to have what you want. So they're both in the wrong in this situation, where she's not giving him room to have the input. But at the same time, he doesn't know where to start. She says it's too much, too expensive, too this, too that. Is it too much, too expensive? That's not the point. I don't want her having a shabby wedding, just because I'm estranged from my family. I want her to have what she wants, what she deserves. They're so cute together, you're right. A proper princess wedding. You're a remarkably presumptuous young man. Mr. Hyde? No, that's alright. I know Hyde helped Lua back in the day. If he got something to say, I want to hear it. Good, because I was going to say it whether you liked it or not. That's the Hyde we know and love. You're sitting here, going on about everything Lua should want. As if you could know what's in someone's heart. Even when you love someone. No, especially when you love someone. You should never presume to know what they need. I like characters like Hyde in that they're able to say what's on their mind and be able to leave a dent. Because I usually say what I think someone needs to hear, but whether it leaves a dent on them or not is always based on them. But I wish I had this much, like, not even charisma, because his body language is just, I've got something to hide, I don't want to tell you everything. Like, he's playing his cards close to his chest. But, characters like Angel Dust, like him, like Dia from Harvest Moon, and like other characters like that. I like those characters because they're so standoffish and distant, because that's something I'm just not. I wish I could be like that, but I'm kind of realizing that it's good to, like, not be that. It's okay to just be kind and loving and supportive and to constantly give love. But also it's important to get love back, which thankfully Matt's been doing for me in abundance. And having the close friends that I do has been also immensely helpful. Yeah, so he's saying Lua's the only one who can tell what Lua wants. Communication. The problem you two keep having is communication. But that's exactly the problem. When I ask her, she always says she doesn't know. And give her time to figure it out. Ooh, a new hand animation. It's not going to help if you pressure her with 1,000 suggestions a minute. Or if you try to force her into some sort of princess wedding. Don't give her everything she wants. Be assertive with what you want as well. Just to make you feel good about yourself. He's implying that his heart's not in the right place. I'm noticing a theme. But what if we take so long that we reach old age? Then do it! Then fucking do it! That's fine! You don't need to be married immediately. Like I was saying, JoJo and Joker have been a couple for like 12, 13 years. You don't need to be married to be happy. My dad's in a relationship and he's not married. If you reach old age and you're still together, married or not, that alone is intense and amazing. Because it's like, you don't need a wedding to prove your love to somebody. It's just something you put in paperwork so you get insurance. That's what anyone has said that, but
Oh no, it's for the public. It's on stream. I think that counts as a win.
Yeah, Hyde's absolutely right.
And since we're talking about taking some time...
Hell, Matt and I have been together for almost 8.5 years. Or for almost 9 years, rather. We're 8.5 now.
You should also use that time to figure out what you want.
Thank you.
Otherwise, the best you'll get is a wedding based on your skewed idea of what Lua's wedding should be.
I love his smirk.
That sounds pretty sad to me. Well, that wasn't pleasant to hear.
Baileys.
But it also wasn't wrong. Give her time and figure out what I want, huh? Sounds so simple. Should have thought about that before, I guess. You're not bad at this tough love thing, are you? I get that a lot. Perhaps I should consider a career in couples counseling.
That doesn't sound nearly as much fun as the modeling is.
Doesn't it? Modeling gets old after a while.
You know what? If you think you're good at it, do it.
I thought you were having a good old time in LA. I was. Until I wasn't. I'm moving to Seattle, in fact. I kept my contract with the agency just in case. But there aren't any modeling jobs to be had here.
Really?
Alright, what are you gonna do then? Go back to my mafia dwarf buddies, of course.
No! No! No, you owe them money. Supposedly. The thing was, there was this concept that he was talking about where these guys were gonna beat him up, these little dwarf mafia guys, because they were trying to get him to smuggle money, but when he didn't, they started accusing him of doing other shit behind their backs. And so when they tried beating him up, Gala stepped in, and that's how those two met. And he was wasted, so he had no means of defending himself.
I'm kidding, obviously.
Are you?
I wouldn't go back to them. I'd go back to being chased by them. Besides, I checked in on them, and everyone I used to find entertaining is retired now. And meanwhile, their grandkids manage the whole enterprise. Like it's some sort of startup.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, babe.
Are we seriously talking about the mafia right now? That's for me to know, and for you to wonder about.
Ever the mystery, Hyde. I love it. He likes to play a little.
Yeah, we all like to have a little fun here. Guilty as charged. I can't help it. When I see an earnest face, I have to tease it. I'll take that as a compliment. But also, what's wrong with managing things like a start? Also,
I'm starting to see Vox and Hyde, but in the sense of, like, he's suave. You know what I mean? Where he's able to, like, just casually talk about anything. Like, it's no big deal. Like, the concept of embarrassment just isn't that strong with him unless it's, like, physical.
Sounds like a pretty efficient approach, right? You young people. Impatient in business like you're impatient in love. Efficiency isn't everything. I have all the time in the world. I don't care if things are done fast. I want them done right.
Yeah.
Maybe you should go into slow fashion. Or fine arts. If you paint with oils, that'll take some proper time. Fine arts were the first thing I got good at a few centuries ago. But my style isn't trendy nowadays. Too much chiaroscuro lighting. Or chiaroscuro. And putting blue in skin tones isn't novel anymore.
If you're insinuating that you're Rembrandt, and my mafia buddies find out, I'll be in trouble. I love these two. I love their dynamic.
You're always joking around, Hyde. But for all that, you don't sugarcoat your advice. You're a pretty great listener. I hope you also have people who listen to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm moving here to be closer to them.
Good call. Gala listens to him.
What was that? Nothing. I believe your phone's ringing. Ah, it's Lua. She's done with work for the day. Finally.
In a hurry to leave here, Mr. Baileys?
No, not at all. But I am looking forward to going home. And keeping bickering? Nah, I don't think so. I had an epiphany just now. Must be something in the drink. I'm gonna leave the topic alone for a little while. Good elf. Enjoy your night then.
I think I will.
Thanks, Hyde.
And thanks to you, Veronica. This is a long day. Of course. Have a good night, Mr. Baileys. Mr. Hyde? What was that about the mafia and modeling and fine arts? Are you genuinely considering a career change?
All I'm considering right now is whether my car got nicked. I know old man Georgie said this area is safe, and it's a bit of a pile of junk. But it's a pile of junk with sentimental value.
I sense a story.
It's quite a story indeed.
For next time. But I'll make it short because it's getting pretty late. I got this car many moons ago, back when Gala was my bodyguard. I had a feeling. I'd been stuck in Seattle for a while, working day in and day out. At some point, I decided that I needed a proper break. But, you know, Gala is a bit of a stickler for the rules. There was no way I could have a night out in the middle of a big job, especially not on his watch. So you slipped his watch?
Aha, you know me well, Veronica.
Some friends and I, we decided to get together. I was to provide the ride, they provided the entertainment. I did the usual thing. I waited until Gala was sound asleep. Then left a pile of pillows under the duvet, Hyde-shaped. How do you shape it like you?
And I snuck out of the hotel room. There's only one problem. Gala was my chauffeur as well.
He had your car keys.
He had my car keys.
And I wasn't about to poke the bear wolf.
No. Not him. He gets pissed.
When he goes fury, ooh.
You can't even look at your menu. So I went to the nearest dealership and got the cheapest car I could find. I only intended to keep it for the night, you see. I'll spare you the details, but my friends and I, we drove to a lovely spot with a view. The sort of action which, I admit, might appear ambiguous from the outside. But to me, it was very enjoyable indeed. We were right in the thick of it when suddenly, you hear a tap on the window.
Let me guess. That was Gala?
The wolf himself. He peers inside. Then he starts banging on the door so hard that the whole car is shaking. We all just kind of freeze. And then he says, "How dare you kidnap Mr. Hyde?"
Opens the door and tosses my dates outside. Mr. Hyde, you're not winding me up, are you?
Oh, Veronica, I wish. Sorry, it still sends me into a fit just thinking about it.
He princess carried me out of the car. They're so gay for each other. I love it. He's a conscientious bodyguard if ever I've heard of one.
Right? Truly earning his yearly bonus.
I didn't even have the chance to explain the situation. He just believed you. At least not until he removed my gag. Gala acted like he was angry, but in reality he was mortified. If not as mortified as my date, whom I had to pick out of the grass. Poor Gala.
Veronica, I see where your leech just lies. Personally, I say poor me. I never saw those lovely friends again after that fiasco. Not I couldn't be angry at Gala even then. In fact, I found his chivalry rather charming. He didn't seem to find my antics quite as charming, though. He had woken up, hadn't found me, and was already suspecting the worst. And that was before he discovered me in a strange car in the middle of nowhere, in a compromising position. I think he was truly terrified on my account. So he stopped talking to me for a few weeks.
That doesn't sound unfair.
I suppose it wasn't. He also wouldn't give me my car keys back.
To be expected.
I got stuck with this old thing you can see outside. And the worst of it is, if you can believe it, I decided as a grand gesture to chauffeur him around in it. He stopped sulking real quickly after that. I suspect he wasn't a huge fan of my driving. Anyhow, I decided to keep the car in the end for whatever reason. My car collection has some serious turnover, but this one isn't going anywhere. I must have replaced everything inside it a dozen times over. It's very banged up, but I guess I've grown fond of it by now. We're both a little stuck in time, this car and I.
You're rather more sentimental than I thought, Mr. Hyde.
Sentimental, hmm? That's what you took away from that story? But I suppose you're right. Good thing it's only us here. I can plausibly deny this conversation ever took place. Still, the rain has stopped, and this is my cue to go. Before I lose all my remaining cred.
I didn't even notice. I hope the car is safe and sound.
So do I.
And Veronica? Yes?
No, nothing. Have a good night.
Good night, Mr. Hyde. Yeah, listen to your partner, but also listen to you. And safe journey home. Ooh. That's so cute. Alright, so that's honey in there. So that's the flower, it's the butterfly pea, and then honey, and then something else. If I had to guess, a lemon. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break so I can finish up this apple. So I'll be back. I am grinning from ear to ear because Light the Way is officially out. So people are playing the game. And someone already made a meme. And it's this one section that we have where the Kindred are playing Uno. And then this was actually Kyoishi's idea of this one. Where, it's the draw 20 card. That custom card. So... And someone got one of the endings, and I want to talk to them about it because I don't want to spoil anybody if I can help it, but I just don't have access to their messages. I can't message them directly. But yeah. Alright, let's see. The Rise and Fall of Weirdstein box offices, a brief history. Sold out. Replica astronaut suits experience an extreme increase in sales. Yes, please do download it. And if you want to get the full Vox Rat experience, play another route first and get a proper, hope ending, okay? You can do that. That'd be great. First wave of visa applications to Europe rejected for failure to include passport signatures. Papers. I have them. I hope the power hiccups didn't affect the machine too much. This is a very slow start. Oh yeah, notifications. Let's look at our stuff. Chocobi Milk. Zoba. Shahid Tobruk. Okay. Tomo that chill. Ooh. Part of Los Angeles Agency. Of the Lost Angels Agency. Okay. Old enough yet still seeking the truth and purpose of life. Old enough. You don't need to go any further than that. Trust me. Votre âme est un paysage chaussé. Que vont charmante masqué et batmarqué. Joant de lutte, I'm butchering this, et dansant et classique. Tristesse soulaire. Des humus mons fantastique. I fucked up. I fucked that up real bad. Actually, you know what? Hang on. Now, if Luca's doing well enough, physically, from what I heard, he's not doing great. If he's well enough, he can play the game tomorrow, but I'll be working likely. So I'll probably just watch the VOD. The character cards. This is my first time I'm looking at the full website. Cool. Okay. So let me put the link in here real quick for anybody who's just stopping by. I might put it in the game description too, in the stream description, I should say. I was thinking of taking one of the BTS visuals, one of those pictures, and just put it as part of the thumbnail for when I do play it. Because I'll be honest, I saved it immediately when I saw it. I didn't want to share it with anybody, and I told Matt I wasn't gonna. But I had to show him because I was just so excited about it, and I needed to show somebody who I knew would keep it secret. Freelance designer and #1 pumpkin spice fan. Cute. I don't know. I think Lucas might have you beat on that there, Baileys. I love when Riona does the things where she's like, oh, there's traffic in this and that such a place. Does everything happen for a reason or nah? I wonder how everyone's doing. Trucker fell asleep and crashed near the 4th Avenue. No casualties, but quite the property damage. I'd reckon you want to avoid that area for the moment. Road construction on Leonora Avenue. So start is right. I'll probably download this after the stream and then watch one of the people that started following me once we were getting really, really close to the release date. She's debuting with this game, with Light the Way. So, First of all, that makes me really happy. Secondly, I can't wait to see how she reacts to the stuff. Because the thing was, I wasn't on the official writing team until day 4 was being started. In fact, day 3 was due the day I showed up. So I was really confused. So, like, the writing process of it wasn't until I joined in on day 4. So, like, everything onward I'm part of. But I did, like, editing. So, like, I had to make sure that MC didn't swear too much. Oh, right in the nick of time. Oh, hey, you two. It's a relief to see you safe and sound. Hi, Veronica. Oh, I should probably give you guys the information about that guy. Yes, we're also very relieved. It was a little scary last time. We analyzed the events of the evening and found them 31.245% frightening and 68.755% distasteful. Leaving in such a hurry is not an experience we care to repeat. Hopefully this will be a quieter evening. Yes, that is our wish. This game has this knack for making it a little easy to catch on to when someone needs their item. Like, they're not subtle. Let's put it that way. Greetings are customary in cafes, bars, and restaurants, are they not? Therefore, good evening. Even if in reality it should be good night. We find that very strange. That good evening is a way to say hello. But good night is a way to say goodbye. Is this assuming that you never start an encounter at night? Because the theory would appear to be empirically wrong. And for example, this is the second time we meet, Earthchild. And both times have been at night. Our 100% sample does not bear out the aforementioned premise, but additionally, the very concepts of evening and morning seem only marginally... Amanda? Yes, what is it? Oh, he's doing the thing! I think Veronica tried to interject a couple of times. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, Veronica. No, it's alright. I didn't have anything important to say. The truth is, I'm not sure why our greetings have a circadian rhythm. Earthlings are creatures of habit, I suppose. They get attached to certain ways of using language, and often don't question the actual meaning of words. Yes. Once in a while I do, but it's not like a frequent occurrence for me. At least in this particular case, no one's getting hurt. Since I arrived here, I've observed that some thoughtless use of languages can have a much more painful effect. Indeed. We see and we agree. And we apologize for interrupting you, Veronica. Oh, don't worry about it. Communicating without a hive connection is rather challenging. Besides, we have been in somewhat a heightened mental state. We have been finding Earth quite curious. Extraordinary, even. We are keen to absorb as much information as we can during our visit here. It seems to us our siblings who previously visited Earth come back with findings of a rather superficial nature. We are excited to gather data that will advance the science of Earth studies. Our return to the hive will be triumphant. Of course, we do not do such things for the glory. But still, we are looking forward to seeing our work recognized. So, are you a scholar, Miss Amanda? Yes, that is a good equivalence of what we are. We specialize in data gathering and analysis of poorly charted territories. Sounds very impressive. Oh, DG8PCT is much less impressive than our siblings' mission. Silver is an explorer and an adventurer. He is deserving of respect. And his mission is to find a prospective partner of the utmost importance. Still prospective, huh? No progress on that front, I take it? Well, I wouldn't quite say that. Very intriguing. You're always so professional, Veronica. You rarely ask direct questions. But I think you're a little curious about the gossip, right? What is gossip? Gossip is information about what goes on in other people's lives. Oh, we see. So it's like data on individual beings, then? Yes, that sounds right. We love gossip. What is wrong with it? It's invasive sometimes. Not at all. Nothing at all. I'd love to listen to yours. But let me ask at least that I make you a drink first. We must consider our choice of drink carefully. We suggest our sibling goes first. Are you ready to order, Silver? I have an idea, yes. Can we expect an interesting new recipe? You're a barista yourself now, after all. A barista? How am I... Oh, you mean the cafe. Yes, you mentioned you were going to open one, didn't you? I am, after a fashion. But I'm not focusing on drink menus yet. Also intriguing. I promise I'm not just withholding information, but things are a little complicated. Is it alright if we start with a drink? I'll try my best to explain everything afterwards. That sounds good to me. Then I think I'd like something simple tonight. Do you remember the first drink I ordered when I came here 8 years ago?
Yes. The coffee-based drink. It was a coffee drink, and I think you mentioned it was very bitter. Bitter and tart, right? Yes, I think that's right. A bitter and tart coffee drink.
Oh yeah, he wanted something that's both. Da 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 da. Okay, so there's two options here. Alright, so we'll just do... That doesn't seem right. Honey chocolate? Yeah, you can't really do... You can't do... It needs to be coffee, so I guess... I guess lemon is tart. Alright, I'll go with it. Yep, this looks familiar. By the way... I'm just gonna put this here, we'll see what happens. I don't know if I should give it to him, though. I don't know who else could make good use of it. Okay, I thought so. I just wasn't sure. Alright, this should help. What is... I got it off the agent last time he was here. Purloiner. This is quite something. Thank you, Veronica, truly. You can't know how much it helps, but it really does. Don't mention it. A perfect, if unlikely, combination of sour and bitter. I thought, you know, maybe you'd find a way to put it to good use. I'm sure I can figure something out. You seem to have grown quite creative over the last months. I guess I have somewhat. I'll let you know how things play out in the end. Thank you again. Here's a black lemon for you, Silver. This definitely looks like what I had in mind. And it tastes interesting. It's very minimal, yet strong. Very enjoyable. I think I might prefer sweeter things, but I'm glad I tried this one. Yeah. Let's see what's in the Evening Whispers. Since I think we have a bit of time before that girl streams. Yeah, something like that. Alright. This might not help, but do you want to listen to me for a little bit? I want to tell you what happiness is like to me. To me, and maybe it is only to me, I see happiness like a cup of coffee. It makes you feel good, energized, ready to take on the world. But that's not the point I want to make. It's about how many different kinds of coffee there are in the world, and how many different ways of making a cup of coffee. You still with me? Okay, so, there are so many kinds of coffee, you know, and I'm not even talking about the type of beans and whatnot. You know, there are coffees that you can get in a convenience store, in a convenient chain, in convenient cans. Pop it and you're good to go. There are also coffees that are more special, made with more care. The ones made in cafes by cute baristas with their pretty smiles. Aw, you think I'm pretty? There are even more special coffees. The one you only find in certain places and certain circumstances. The one you know you can only taste once in your life, yet you wish you could have it forever. But that's not how life goes, right? There is happiness you know you'll part with. Happiness you'll never get to waste again, or get to taste again. Blech. But that's the thing. You shouldn't cry over a cup of coffee. You're supposed to remember the taste fondly, hoping someday you can have something just like that. Something better, even. You'll live with your life in search of that better taste of coffee. Once you do, you'll realize that there are thousands and thousands of coffees in this world, with a thousand ways of brewing them.
I feel like this is metaphorical.
See? That is how I see happiness. But hey, since you're still here, want in on a little secret? It may take many tries before you get it right, and you might lose many things to achieve it. But in my opinion, the best coffee in the world, the best happiness we can have, is the one we make ourselves. Aww. Yeah, that's right. Now then, Amanda. You know, I second what Miss Amanda said last time. You feel the same in some ways, yet also very different. I don't know. I do think that everyone keeps changing all the time. Maybe we feel like our personalities make sense, because we see ourselves in hindsight, when the truth is, we make ourselves up as we go along. This is very true.
That is an insightful theory, Silver. You have grown wiser. You used to be a rather youthful and innocent part of the hive.
Oh, well, I have had to learn and adapt here. It has been a couple of years, after all. But despite all that, and considering what I said about people changing all the time, I don't think I have changed all that much. In fact, it's as if I've been becoming a little more me every day. Just revealing myself. Yeah, the thing about adulthood is, once the influences of your life are no longer, like, the primary source of information, you kind of, like, need to branch off of that and learn to become your own tree.
Speaking of that, we meant to ask. How did you choose this specific Earthling appearance over another? Our observation is that Earthlings come in a great many varieties, with a near infinity of combinations. Did you run a random generation algorithm?
Oh, don't be mean. Oh, no, it wasn't random at all. Even if at first it wasn't a conscious process. I chose the way I look because it felt true to who I am. When I first started coming to this cafe, I've had a hard time understanding this world and its rules. But there were already some things that I could relate to. Some things that felt familiar. Like Hyde's eyes, that always see beyond the surface. Or Gala's outfit, which is a sign of kindness and trust. I borrowed those traits from them without even realizing.
You took inspiration from them?
Yes, our species seems to have the ability to do that. But Gala's fashion I couldn't keep after all. It came with responsibilities. Yeah, people stopped me all the time to ask me for medical advice. Yeah, and the hair doesn't help. I could see how that would be a problem. Yes, but then I found this fictional universe, where all the stories take place in the stars. So I changed my outfit to imitate theirs. And at some point, it all came together.
Oh, so he likes Star Trek.
One morning, I saw myself in the mirror, and I felt right. Like the way I looked matched who I was. It made me feel at peace. So although I look different now from when we first met, yeah, because it's still him. And although I have learned the ways of this world a bit and have grown a bit, Amanda, oh my god, in many ways, I still feel the same.
Different but same.
Yes, different but same.
It makes sense to us.
It really does.
Oh, his background is the stars. Oh, is that Laurel?
No, this is from Pearl.
Still no news from Midge. We think the odds are now 84.308% that she is phantoming you.
Do you mean ghosting?
We mean phantoming, as in when you think you hear a sound, but your ears are merely playing a trick on you.
No, that's a phantom phone. That's a phantom text.
We thought we had established a hive connection with Midge, but it was only a phantom sound after all. Anyhow, what is Pearl saying?
That her calendar might clear up soon if I want to meet up. Ooh, Silver. Sounds like things are going very well indeed. I think it may be time I tell you a little bit about this.
But we wish to order a drink as well.
Oh, of course. I'm so sorry. Go ahead, Amanda.
Our apologies, but the machine's having issues today. We'll let you know as soon as it's working again. Curious that drink-making skills are so refined, yet so unreliable. This is a land of contradictions.
Sure is.
But do carry on, sibling.
Right, so I've been relying on Amanda to help me with the online part of online dating. And it's been working really well. On average. There have also been some small issues.
Earthlings are strange.
Online dating has a reputation for emphasizing that, yes.
Some Earthlings express their interest, but when you say hello, they never answer back. While in real life, saying hello is a starter for 99.845% of conversations. It seems that online, where humorous or breeding-oriented openers are favored.
Yeah, try to be different.
However, if an opening is entirely horned, it is considered out of bounds and angrily dismissed.
Horned?
Yes, that is when prospective partners send you close-up pictures of their horns.
Horny. People do that?
Oh, yes. I think it would be fine after a bit of conversation. If we got into the mood and they asked me first, I'd probably say yes. Horns can be really pretty, you know? But if you feel very strange when that's the first thing they do, before they even write a single word, I can imagine.
And then sometimes Earthlings express interest. But after reading a joke that is statistically funny 99.908% of the time, they answer with a sad face and block communications.
Funny for you 99.908% of the time.
Yes. Fortunately, online dating is governed by the law of large numbers, which favors persistence.
Just give 1 sec.
We are patient.
Amanda's been spending a lot of time on the app. And it's started to work out. I'm now having conversations with some really nice people. Especially Pearl. Yeah, message request. No, my message requests are spam nowadays.
We prefer Laurel. Her facial features are more symmetrical, but Silver seems to favor the asymmetrical Earthling.
It's just... she sounds like a really good person. She's a communications director for a charity that fights homelessness. Oh, that's so nice. That's so good. She cares about other people a lot. I don't think she's been very lucky in return. But she's very funny and curious of everything. And her smile.
Please desist. We can sense your hormones boiling.
And she's the person you might be getting a date with? I really hope so. Sorry, wrong program. I was looking for self-reflection. Yeah. Okay. Self-reflection. Oh, it's already on there. Good.
Do you have a day and time for your date?
No, this is on a different topic. Please excuse me. So I take it you've been enjoying your time on Earth, Miss Amanda? Or not?
No, we have been enjoying it. But we also see the limits of it.
How do you mean?
We are a hive mind. A hive mind knows no boundaries or limitations. We share all our thoughts and desires.
Yeah, that is true.
It is not difficult for us to connect. We are born connected. But Earthlings are guarded. They have complex emotions, and they have no means of truly knowing what anyone else feels. That makes them afraid of judgment and of hurt. It must be very difficult and painful for them to connect deeply. There is so much they must let go of first. We could not live like that.
You said that online networks were like a hive.
Like a hive, but not a true hive. A true hive requires honesty and directness, as well as a desire to deeply understand others.
I see. You don't think you could ever adapt the way Silver has?
Silver is different. Even when he was a part of us, we could sense him looking outwards. That is why he has become such an amazing explorer. And that is why he made the effort to learn Earthlings' codes and behaviors. He did not just want to understand, he wanted to experience. We are not like him. We like to see knowledge on what is different from us. We like to seek knowledge on what is different from us, but once we have that knowledge, we are satisfied. Uncovering it and bringing it back is what makes us happy. This is curious. It seems we are picking up some Earthling instincts after all. It is a good thing that our data readings here should soon be complete.
And Silver's on his way to getting a date.
It would appear so.
Sounds like he's back. Amanda, we have to go.
What? Again?
That call was bad news. The agent... Too late. Just hide behind the counter. Quick. Good evening, Mr. Agent. We apologize, but our machine's been having issues. We cannot serve drinks at this moment. You know very well I'm not here for drinks. I'd rather not involve any more civilians in this, though. Oh, do you mean me? I'm sorry, but I can't... whatever this is, wait for another night. I haven't finished my drink yet, and it looks like raining outside. Like rain again outside.
Well, here's something that can't wait, for starters. Barista, did you happen to find an ID card lying around?
An ID card? Not that I can recall, no.
I certainly hope you're telling the truth.
Mr. Agent, you seem to always doubt me. But you've been here several times already. Surely you should see by now that I'm not lying.
Well, you're awfully good at avoiding straight answers, and
losing an ID card sounds very troublesome. Back when I worked at a delivery center, they would make us pay a lot to replace lost ID cards.
ugh, that's not even the start of it. My job is a lot less forgiving than a delivery center.
I'm very sorry to hear that. What's your job exactly?
We uncover illegal aliens and extradite them, which is why I've been coming here in the first place. We keep getting tips that there have been alien sightings around this cafe. Speaking of which, have you noticed anything out of the ordinary, young man?
I can't say that I have.
I didn't come here all that often.
I'm glad we told him where to look. Somebody else's went up. What was it? Was it Amanda? Maybe. I don't know. Oh! Okay. Darling, I could be behind your neck without you realizing it. What makes you think I actually need permission to enter a building? I'm not gonna lie, you're looking pretty good. I don't come here all that often, but it's always seemed very above board to me. What is this? Come on.
Why are you threatening people until we're not chill?
Are you sure the tips weren't a prank? It seems that some young people enjoy those as a pastime. They are very popular videos on them online.
That... maybe it is, but I still have to investigate properly. Otherwise, my superiors would have my head on a platter.
But you can't waste your time on a cruel trail either. Surely your superiors will see that you've done your best.
I doubt that. They are a bit obsessed with the alien situation.
Obsessed? Is it really that big an issue?
Well, having such unusual elements around disturbs the public peace. Your average Joe has no clue what to make of them, you know? It makes people feel unsettled.
I see.
Although the visible aliens aren't too bad from where I'm standing. At least we can identify and extract them. Aliens who try to pass for Earthlings are a bigger problem.
Why so?
For one, it just muddles things, no matter how much they try to look like Earthlings. They were born aliens, and aliens they will remain. But now they're aliens who don't look like aliens. What does that mean, you know? And where does it stop? What if some Earthlings decided they wanted to look like aliens? That would be a huge mess.
Would it?
Anyway, the top brass insists that we go after them. And in the end, that makes my job a lot harder. All that time spent detecting them. Give me a good spacesuit wearing alien any day, you know? Oh, but don't you worry about a thing. We at Fire always find a way to keep the public safe.
I see. So how do you go about detecting them, exactly?
That one's easy. Once I have my suspicions, I check their ID. That makes it all clear, right?
Right. I do wonder, though, what is it? And I'm sorry if I'm being too curious. I have a habit of putting my foot in my mouth.
No, you're good. No harm in asking.
In that case, what is it that makes aliens so very different? There are all sorts of people living here. They all have different personalities, different looks. And for me, when I walk through the streets of Seattle, and I see that no two people are alike, I'll admit that it makes me very happy. So if someone comes from further away, but they feel an Earthling at heart, would they really be more different than from people who live in this city? Than the people in the city that are different from each other? Or would they just be another version of the Earthling? I love that this keeps distracting me.
No reason.
I fucking love these two. Fucking stop.
Perhaps no less beautiful. At the end of the day, who the heck knows? It's not like I can afford to spend time pondering it. I don't have a dog in this fight, so to speak. The thing is, the law is the law, and my job is to uphold it.
Right, but despite everything you said, it's still unclear to me why the law is so stringent against aliens.
Ah, well, it's not so much that the law is stringent against them. It's more that there's no law for them.
How do you mean?
Well, at this point, we have treaties and codes for all the races we know of, right? But we never made a treaty with aliens or anything resembling it.
Well, maybe that can change.
There's no law even acknowledging their existence.
Oh, I didn't know that. But why is that a problem?
That's easy. We have no way to regulate their presence. There's been no thorough analysis of how they can cohabitate with Earthlings. As I said, it's all very confusing. For all we know, they could be very damaging to us. So it feels safer to keep them away, at least for now.
Safer? For whom?
It is what it is. I'm not afraid of aliens myself, and going after them is not my biggest passion. But since I'm doing this job, might as well aim for a promotion. Anyhow, just call us at fire if you spot any aliens, alright? You seem like an honest sort, unlike some other people. Some other people who should learn to be more straightforward. If they want their business to stay in business.
Ugh.
What was that?
Sorry, that was the coffee machine. It seems to have restarted now. That's a relief.
Right.
I was thinking out loud because a lot of things happened lately, so I was processing it, so as if it was insensitive.
I think I'm still going to conduct a search of the premises, just to be on the safe.
Kitty!
What the heck is this?
The kitty's back! Little bodyguard baby. If I'm not mistaken, this is a local cat. It's come over once before. Looks like it might be hiding from another stray. It's very cute. Good kitty. I think it likes you.
What sort of place is this? With your fiddly machine and your weird pets. And now it looks like I have an emergency elsewhere. Well, I guess you're off the hook for now, you and your cafe. But make sure I don't get such reports about you anymore.
We will try our best, Mr. Agent. Good kitty. Good kitty. You get head pats.
Silver, you're trembling. That's alright. You can come out now, I think, Amanda.
Well, we found this experience.
100% distasteful.
Actually, it was 40.235% distasteful, 20.834% scary, and 38.931% exciting.
I apologize. This is just nerves.
You're truly sorry for this disturbance.
It's not your fault at all.
But should you be sticking around here, the agent might come back.
No. I lured him away, at least for now.
You did?
Although it's a good thing the little cat came in when it did. It bought us some precious minutes.
What sort of earthling are you? We see. Do you speak cat? We can feel this earthling's intent better than usual. It is expressing it clearly. It wishes to rest and be left alone.
I could have told you that. I feel a lot of sorts.
Is the machine really working again? It is, indeed. Then make us a drink, and one for Silver as well. The same one should be fine for both. Just make it hot and comforting, and... What would you like, sibling?
I think I need some sweetness right now. I would really appreciate a hot, very sweet, very comforting drink.
What was it?
Sweet, hot, very sweet, comforting.
We'll try this. Give me 1 second. So make sure I got this right. Well, honey chocolate it is. Here you go. Plenty of sweetness in this. This tastes amazing. Thank you, Veronica. This really is my kind of drink.
It is very thick, is it not? The viscosity of this seems to be nearing 10,000 CPS. We like how different this experience is from the drink you served us the other night.
I'm impressed, though, Silver. You've become quite savvy at navigating these situations, even if I'm sure you'd rather avoid them altogether. Yes, I would definitely prefer to avoid them. But I need to get used to them anyway. Why? The agent doesn't know you've come from outer space. Surely you should be off the hook for now. It's more complicated than that. Veronica, you know the cafe I said I'm still opening?
Yes?
Well, it's not exactly like this cafe. In fact, it's not exactly a cafe at all. For the past few months, it's been the basis of operations for SAVE.
Save?
The Society for Aliens and Various Extraterrestrials.
Huh.
Wow. I know, it sounds very reckless.
No,
It sounds rather admirable. I think I underestimated you. I don't know. But you see why I've had to become savvy, as you said. I have a lot of people depending on me now. Those who are just arriving to Earth and are confused and scared. Those who have adopted Earthling appearances and are trying to blend in. Those who are learning how to understand life here. And how to understand themselves. For all of them, it's an existential matter. Not everyone is meant to be a hive mind. I know I wasn't. No offense, Amanda.
We are not offended. We have always known you were different from us. It is all the same to us. You are a sibling, whether you live as the hive or as an earthling.
Aw, Amanda. I really do love you.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
That is not a conversation I think I can have right now. I'll explain it to you tomorrow, okay? After we both have rest.
We will remind you of it.
I know you will. I think I'm getting a little tired now. Is it alright if we go back?
Absolutely. Our energy is also 98.429% depleted. Silver, is there anything we can do to help?
No, I don't think so. Thank you for offering, really. But you have a different part to play in all of this. And you've been playing it very well.
You're very kind.
Well, in that case, have a good night, the two of you. And please come again soon. You'll always be welcome here. Us and many others. We know, and we're grateful. Good night, Veronica. I'd say good night to the cat, but I don't think it needs my wishes.
Good night, Veronica. See, now we can use good night. We find it rather odd that...
Maybe we should continue this chat when we walk.
All right.
That just leaves you, cat. Want some milk? I don't know, you're not supposed to drink milk when you're an adult. This has been a great deal more animated than we bargained for. And I suppose we have a new four-legged friend now. I wonder what you're doing here, little one. Are you never home? Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up. Well, I guess it's time for you to let me close shop. It's Silver. It's an honor to be related to someone like you. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Just give me 1 second. During recent security breaches, government to block data leakers, websites. Citizen data. Stop, government. Lol, easy. First Workaholics Treatment Center to open in 2024. No phone, no laptop, just rest. Beachgoers report silver algae blooming in Alki Beach. Whoa. Somehow I feel like it's going to be a long, long night. Alright, so I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna make a sandwich or something. Wait, how long has the display been like that? Hang on a second. Give me 1 second. Okay. I was worried that the display was just the one shot of the agent looking at Silver, and I got scared. God, that was horrifying. Alright, okay. Here we go. She's a 10, but about to marry a freelancing elf. And I like that Bailey's liked it. She's a 100. That's cute. Do you think VR would really take off in the future? I personally can't use it for very long, but maybe that's just me. It might. Matt's been using it lately. Having an ocean fish as a pet is so hard, especially living in a city such as Seattle. But it feels nice to have someone depend on you, you know? Busy all day today. Don't forget to drink water. Hashtag still on hiatus, though. I can't believe it's coming together. I can't believe it. It's gonna be so good. Tonight's delivery cutoff time. 1500. No night shifts. Okay. Alright, so now I'll be right back. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, the display is wrong on my Streamlabs right now. I don't know what it is. It seems fine. I guess because it's like set up on YouTube. I don't know. Oh well. I'll be right back. I found popcorn. Okay, make sure that that display is working still. Just give me 1 moment.
I'm sorry to keep waiting like this. I just want to make sure that you guys can see me still. Because we're still going live in real time. Yeah, alright, we're good. Real quick. Or not. What do you mean, or not?
Gala. Good evening.
Hey, Veronica. How are you? Not too shabby, I hope.
Everything's just fine.
You sure?
Positive. How about you, sir? How's work?
My shift's over, so I'm free now.
Nice. That reminds me, Mr. Hyde was here just the other day.
Ah, that's right.
Did he tell you the reason for his visit?
Yeah, he's moving back here, right? Or at least that's the plan.
Yes, that's what yes, it's such a nice surprise.
He told me he's got a few things to discuss on that. Well, it's part of why I'm here tonight. Aside from getting myself a hot drink, that is.
On that note, I'm so ready to take your order.
Much obliged. So Henry told me about this Indonesian ginger drink. It has milk, honey, and a couple of other stuff in it. I think it's called STMJ. Alright. So that was...
Tea, milk. It was ginger and honey. Wait, no, hang on. Let's do milk. It says it's a tea and just a drink. Let's do milk, honey, ginger. I don't quite remember. Nope. Because what the hell is the tea? Milk, ginger, honey? Or did I just do that? Alright, hang on. There we go. And then you just put the egg on top. Yep, we're good. Wait, crap. I was gonna give him the key card, see if it says. Sorry. See, it gets so sidetracked, you know? Oh, it flipped? That's weird. Susu telur madu jahe from Indonesia. It couldn't have been his key card because he didn't come in. Sorry, I just gotta clip through these or they're gonna bug me that they're not removed. We'll just have the recipe in there now. That's good. Yeah, Yes, let's do the STMJ, which is milk, ginger, honey. And we're going to see if this is his key card. Oh, I see. I dropped my key card here, huh? Thank you, Veronica. Now I have a spare. Because I already made a new. I know. I'm sorry. It's always good to have an extra one at hand. The only downside is that it cost me $100. I'm sorry. Now I'm wondering where I should keep this one. Maybe in my locker at work? I'd hate to lose it there. Yeah, let's hope it never comes to that, though. One nutritious drink from the archipelago coming right up. Thanks a lot. So what's in it? Again? It's a hot blend of egg, milk, ginger, and honey. The drink's name itself is the ingredients. Susu, telur, madu, jahe. Milk, egg, honey, ginger. No wonder it somehow reminds me of eggnog. Albeit spicier and not as rich. But I can see why Henry likes it. It's a great stamina drink. He probably needs it to keep up with Rachel's work. You're probably right. As long as he remembers to take breaks. Maybe I should invite him for a drink there sometime. What do you think? That'd be good. That'd be lovely.
Consider it done. You know what? I don't think God will show up tonight.
Oh? Why's that?
When I called him earlier to confirm, he sounded a little annoyed. And it's not exactly great outside right now.
I thought he liked this kind of weather.
Him, yes. His car, not so much. The thing wouldn't survive this kind of storm.
Now that you mention it.
You may be right. I used to drive him in that car back in the day. Did he ever tell you how old it is?
Yep, gave me the whole backstory of it.
Well, I guess I'm just surprised he still uses it at all. The car clearly holds a special meaning to him.
He's also quite sentimental about it. Which makes me wonder if it has anything to do with him moving back here.
What do you mean?
He lived here before, right?
Yeah.
And he kept bringing it past, too.
Are you saying his move is motivated by nostalgia?
I was going to say homesickness. But I realize that makes no sense.
I get what you're trying to say, though. It's a strange longing for times gone by. Considering how fast things are changing these days. Maybe even too fast. Which is ironic, really.
What is?
Live long enough, you'll realize the only constant in life is change. Things like shifting necessities, curveballs the world throws at you, decay. Stuff we have to deal with indefinitely. Considering our lifespans, you'd think we'd get used to it at some point. But we never do. Never completely, anyway.
I suppose the idea of getting used to change is a paradox in and of itself.
It sounds about right. Perhaps nostalgia is like an anchor for dinosaurs.
But, hang on.
For dinosaurs like us. Okay. Keeps us from losing ourselves to the world's relentless speed. You get used to it after a while, huh?
Very much. Oh! Riona, hey.
Oh, hey there. We meet again.
Yes, hello.
Excuse me for a moment.
Got it. Welcome, Miss Riona.
Good evening. I'm meeting up with someone.
Oh, okay then. How's your car, by the way?
My car... Oh, you mean the tire. There's really no need for concern, as it was an easy fix. But thank you for asking.
My pleasure.
May I order a cup of Russian tea?
What makes it Russian? Fuck! I don't want to let her down.
Haven't you read the title? I'm trying to confess my feelings for her. Tea, lemon, and cinnamon.
There it is.
I think that's one that Aqua requests at some point. Nope, nothing of hers. Alrighty. Russian tea for the lady Russian to deliver.
That's a good one. This is perfect, by the way. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, she's got a guitar. She plays acoustics. I like that.
She's so pretty. I don't care what anyone says. She is very pretty. Despite the name, it's a totally American drink. So who are you meeting with, if I may ask? It's like French fries.
You should know, shouldn't you? After all, you were tasked to give me his contact info.
Oh, you two are getting in touch. That's good. So you two did end up connecting after all.
We did, yes. But truth be told, I really wasn't sure about contacting him at all.
Why's that?
Because as far as I'm concerned, there was no real reason for me to do so. Nevertheless, I sent him an email the following night.
Oh, good. Okay.
Right after the completion of my final delivery at 3 a.m.
It's pretty late.
A little, but surely no worse than forgetting it altogether.
But he replied straight away, to my surprise. Had no idea it was such a night owl. Or perhaps just an extremely early bird.
Right? I wonder if he ever sleeps.
That should be a question for you too, miss.
Oops. Anyhow, he answered me with an apology. He regretted his rudeness from when we first met, which was another surprise since I didn't think it was such a matter of concern.
Well, he did return the next meeting looking for you.
Did he?
Yep, he said so himself.
I see. How peculiar. In any case, we exchanged phone numbers and have been texting ever since. Then he said he wants to meet up and speak in person, which is why I'm here now. I'm still not quite sure it's necessary.
I mean, maybe he just wants to chat and hang out.
Perhaps. I suppose we'll see.
Let me hum. What's up? Yeah, so Hyde's not coming tonight. Dang it. Okay. Probably for the best given the circumstances. Is he okay? Yeah, he just wants to take it easy tonight. Understandable. My apologies for these surges. I was hoping he'd be more stable as the day goes by, but I do apologize for something out of your control.
That's right. You tried everything you could.
I know. Thank you for your understanding. I'm gonna go get some water real quick, actually. Just give me 1 second. Hey, and I'm back.
How you doing, miss?
Hey there. Did you manage to resolve your issue with children?
Sorry?
Oh! I mean, the hospital admission problem from the other day.
Oh, that. For a minute there, I thought I had a beef with kids I was unaware of.
Sorry for the misunderstanding.
No worries, that was funny. It's only been a few days, so not much has changed. How about you, feeling better?
Yes, well, I apologize for the way I acted a few days ago.
We all have our bad days, don't worry about it.
Thank you.
While we're on the topic, I told Officer Georgie what happened to your car. Would you mind pointing out where you believe the incident took place?
Sure. It was quite near the police station, actually. At a metered spot just outside the now defunct library.
Oh, the vacant building at the Bourne intersection?
Yes, that's correct.
I see. So it was originally a library.
Wait, you know the area?
I know the property, yeah. It's just been abandoned for a long time now. But it's a heritage building, so I often wonder why nothing's been done about it. Since it's located in a very popular, culture-centric neighborhood.
That's true. There's even an art college nearby.
Right? And then again, I've always found the street a bit odd.
Odd how?
It's just barren.
Give me 1 sec.
Especially if you consider the area. And the weird thing is, I feel like it wasn't always that way.
Feel? Don't you mean remember?
Nope, exactly what I said. It's a feeling, not a clear memory. Strange, isn't it?
That is odd.
Well, there used to be a flea market there. A long, long time ago. Perhaps that is what you were recalling?
Flea market, huh? Last time I drove there, I remember seeing nothing but concrete. Oh, wait. There was a single dead tree surrounded by strange trinkets.
Dead tree, huh?
No idea why I almost forgot about it. It stuck out like a sore thumb. About 8 feet tall, no leaves. It's been there forever, too. As far as I know.
That hawthorn tree was something of a landmark for us drivers. And the trinkets you spoke of were actually remembrances of sorts.
Remembrances? Well, hold on, I'm just going to recap a bit here, okay?
Sure.
Your car was vandalized near a metered parking spot in front of an abandoned library, on a seemingly deserted street within the busy area. Now there's a large dead tree surrounded by remembrances for some reason.
Sounds about right. Except the tree is no longer there.
Oh? Are you serious, Pops? Why wouldn't I be? That is crazy.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, everyone. Oh, boy. I thought I'd be early, but you're already here, lady.
Hello.
Franca, for love of all things holy, tell me my lighter is here.
Well, you're in luck, it is.
Hot damn, thank goodness.
Would you like me to get it for you now?
No, it's fine. I'm just glad to know it's here. Just bring it with my drink later.
Sure. Let me know when you're ready to order.
Cheers. Well. What's up, y'all? What's new? Evening, officer.
We're just talking about the spot where Miss Riona's car may have been vandalized.
Oh? They got your car too, lady?
Yes, but it's not a big issue.
Still, sorry I had to experience that. Where'd you park your car, miss?
I can send you the coordinates if you'd like.
That'd be real swell. Got it.
Okay.
Whoa.
Is it within the area you expected, or?
Pretty much. Same location where I parked mine a week ago.
I see.
You can rest assured, we already increased patrols in that area.
That's great.
I'm the only one doing it at the moment. Well, that sucks. What's that? Am I hearing you, out of all people, doubting my skill, Veronica?
Well, in the absence of Freya. No, of course not. I just thought it means an unfortunate increase to your workload.
Oh, well, it's the breaks, I suppose. Anyway, give me your strongest espresso. And don't forget my lighter.
You got it.
And that one I know I can do.
Last item I have. Now we're back to the drawer being empty.
Oh, there it is. Thanks, Veronica.
You probably think I'm being silly.
No, you probably think I'm being silly, but what can I say? It's my lucky charm. Yeah. It's borderline superstitious, I know. Don't you have anything of the sort? Well, I have good reason to be superstitious. Whenever I don't have this with me, things happen.
Right. Alright, well, here comes the strongest espresso in the house.
Serious. Ah, perfect as always.
Are we ready to order?
Might as well. I'd like something desserty.
Because it's my cheat day.
Sure thing.
Any specifics?
Well, I saw this video of a Spanish hot cocoa drink yesterday. It was so thick I forgot of its chocolate sauce. The name also reminded me of a song, but for some reason I can't remember the title right now.
You know, that sounds awfully familiar.
For real? You'll have that thick cocoa. It's got milk and a little hot, spicy kick to it.
We'll try this one, then we'll do cinnamon next. Or we can flip these. Oh. You said it was a Spanish drink, right? So we're good. Here comes a cup of Spanish Sahara for you.
Oh, so that's what it's called. That's what we call it here, at least. Very cool.
Just give me 1 sec.
Yeah, no, it was just like pretty.
You're just trying to follow a path that's been traveled before. And that's not always a bad thing, especially for beings like us.
Just being careful yet courageous.
Right, because the path you're choosing to walk on is still difficult. Regarding leaving your mark, I don't know. I just feel maybe you're the same as me. Like, what's the point of being born if nobody's gonna remember us? Right, Veronica?
I'd have to disagree.
Yeah, no comment.
Why do you want to be remembered so much?
Why wouldn't I?
Us banshees see the end differently than most. So, you care to enlighten me?
I can't speak for anyone else, but in my case, I was a kid who grew up in a large family, you see. Like, humongously large. Literally couldn't count all my siblings even if I wanted to. Because they're everywhere, thanks to my dad. They weren't wealthy, though, not even close. Oh, no. My situation was always suffocating us, for real. But sometimes Dad would drop by to give us some money. Though it wasn't even enough to cover utilities for more than a couple months. Then he'd just leave again a couple days later.
Are you the eldest?
Nope. But my older bros had already moved out by the time I hit high school. I was so surprised my dad gave me the house after he died.
Oh.
Which is where my mom and siblings live now.
I'm sorry to hear about your father.
No, it's fine. I mean, yeah, it was so weird to receive the news of his death from an attorney, but knowing he passed away by himself, and how it took them a week to find out, yeah. That's the thing, is that if you burn all your bridges, you're bound to die alone. Natural causes, by the way, so.
Because it's like, it's not even just a matter of, like, being famous or being well known. It's just a matter of,
Don't be a dick. That's all it boils down to. It's like, if you give people a reason to remember you, a reason to like you, a reason to want to be around you, then they're gonna worry about you when you're gone. And, you know something? Follow up on somebody. Check on them. Make sure they're doing okay. Because you never know what someone's going through. They could be like the meanest person in the world, but it may be justified in some fashion, you know? So, you know. Even if someone's burning down the bridges, try to rebuild them as best you can. Because I see no harm in trying to do the right thing. And I mean, like, overall right, not just, I think this is right. How did he check out with absolutely no one knowing? Where are my other siblings? What happened to his ladies? It's just so crazy to me. Well, yeah, you surround yourself with people. That doesn't mean that, there's substance to those relationships. And I guess it just kind of haunted me. Haunted how? My life growing up was filled with disappointment over him, you know? I mean, it is the best way possible. I mean it in the best way possible. My disappointment actually drove me to work hard for my family. I just vilified him in my mind, like shaking my mental fist at him. I'm gonna do so much better than you, sir, and all that.
I see.
But then I received the news that he left me in the house. Like, I know he had no money. The house is probably one of the only assets he had left. So when he gave me the house in his will, all I could think about was what went through his mind exactly.
The fact that he had a will at all was probably already a surprise for you.
Exactly! What am I supposed to think of that? What am I supposed to think of him? And does it even matter anymore? When he's already long gone? Anyway, so my older brothers came back, right? I think Ryuji's father walked out on him, too. My older brothers came back. They wanted me to sell the house and divide the earnings. Wanting a slice of the inheritance pie, huh?
You didn't do that, right?
No, because he said that his mom and siblings were there. Heck no, that's why I left for LA. So if they really want me to sell the house, they have to chase after me. Good call. Thankfully, my younger siblings and I are pretty tight. We're a good team.
That's a relief.
But that was also why I needed the money fast. I needed to send money to help with my family's bills. Yeah. I'm glad that he's able to, garner strength from just that abandonment, you know what I mean? That's a hard thing to do. It's hard to overcome such a massive, massive dent in your life. I ended up having to join the production house.
The production house?
Yeah, it was like, a bunch of content creators getting together to make videos every day. I was young and naive too, you know? Because it was my first time venturing to another state completely alone after all. So I didn't know better. how predatory things could be. Man, this isn't even going to be an entertaining story.
If you're uncomfortable, you don't have to talk about it.
No, it's not that. I just really didn't like that production house. But I needed the money. Someone there saw my vlogs and invited me in. And as one of the youngest there, I tried to get along with everyone. But you see, we were all creators in the entertainment industry, right? Which means we all had huge egos. Yeah. So naturally, there was somewhat of a hierarchy of sorts. Trying to be all around helpful turned me into the butt of the joke all the time. Yeah, that's me with work. That didn't discourage me all that much, by the way. I mean, I also learned a lot there, not gonna lie. Still. But what ended up destroying my willpower is actually something real close, you know? Myself.
What do you mean by that?
Well, in the house where everyone wants to be the main character, each of us would need a solid, distinct persona, yeah? Eventually, I was assigned one. Which was supposed to be a good thing, but they wanted me to be the worst version of what I am, essentially. With heavy emphasis on what. That's terrible. I had a lot of nicknames, too, like, "Hey, baby goat. What are you up to now, satire boy? Here comes the party goaty. Mr. Excess. You gonna go fishing again tonight, or what?"
Fishing.
Ugh. We had to go out and try to hit on people. And we weren't allowed to come home unless we failed spectacularly or scored. Do it for the content. It's terrible. I always tried to be the punchline, though, because there were always more views when something ended badly.
Yeah, but to carry that with you.
Still the worst because I really had to act it all out, you know? Bothering people for pretend dates, be sort of a dumb jerk just for jokes. You had to play the act. I'll be your goddamn clown, bring it on. Even if scripted, I never really liked doing it. And that's why he hates pranks, because he was the joke. In the end, all of it just reminded myself of my dad. And I kept thinking, does the apple never fall from the tree after all? Ugh. So yeah, the whole thing just really sucked. He used to have come a long way from that day, where he just didn't know what he was doing.
You had it difficult.
Yeah. Well, long story short, being tokenized sucked. The end. No disagreement there. Sorry, I swear that wasn't what I wanted to talk to you about.
It's fine. I actually learned a lot of this evening.
I just don't want to take up more of your time. So, can I just ask you a direct question?
Sure.
Great. Would you be interested in guest starring on my new show?
Huh?
I realized I was being dumb the day we first met. I kind of forced my thoughts on you as just being a general smartass. I undermined your straightforward efforts because I was jealous of your solid resolve. Since everything I did was anything but.
But you succeeded eventually, didn't you? And you worked hard for it.
Yet I almost ended up losing sight of why I'd been doing all this in the first place. I went with the flow, made excuses a lot. All to justify the gain. But to what end? That's why I've been trying to put together a talent showcase for those who need extra exposure. It's going to be a small production thing. It'll be paid, I swear. Not with exposure either. There won't be much at first. Because I don't have that much money ready to use at the moment, so...
Wait. This is a bit sudden, don't you think?
No pressure, though.
How does the show work?
Well, I'm not 100% sure of the shape of it yet, but ideally it'll have, like, an interview at first, and then I'll record you singing. I'll bring in all the gear. I'll also be doing all the editing and stuff. It's gonna take a bit of time since I still have my main show to do. But I did start my vlogging journey on my own, too. So I can bet you the results still be quality.
Your show will tank if I'm the first guest. You realize that, right?
If it does, then it doesn't deserve to exist. There you go. I don't care about haters, but you do. That's why I won't push you.
I'm flattered. But no thank you.
Okay.
Thanks for considering me, though.
Thanks for giving it a thought. Looks like I have to go.
Okay.
It's nothing to do with what you said, okay? Just bad timing.
Yes, I get it.
Cool. I hope we can meet again like this. If you want to.
Maybe?
I'll take it. Thanks for your time too, Veronica. Sorry if I bored you.
No, not at all. Truly, it was my pleasure.
Cool. Okay, I really have to go. See you around?
Safe trip.
Alrighty. See you, Veronica.
Come again soon. Take care, Lucas. I think tonight was the most I have talked in the past 2 years. I'm quite glad to hear that. Thank you, Veronica.
For what?
For being such a good host. I know I'm not the easiest being to get along with.
It's always a pleasure to have you and everyone around.
Then I'll be taking my leave. I feel like I have a lot to rethink. But I'll see you again soon.
And we'll be waiting for you, always. Safe trip, Miss Riona. And have a good night.
Yay!
Whew. I think I'm done for the night. Hope everything will work out for everyone.
Alrighty. And we're gonna end it there.
For now. We're gonna pull up to the newspaper and then we're gonna save. Yeah, that moon's almost full. It's like really close to full.
Alright, just give me 1 second.
World Golem Culture Center grand opening to be held in Bhutan. Lunar cell panel prototype ready for first test. Newcomer progressive elven metal band Avathor tops US music charts. Cool. Alright, so let's save here. And that's it for today. Alrighty. Thank you guys for coming by. Listen to the stream.